Hey, what's up, fam? I figure I'll just go ahead and make a video about what apps are the most useful for you when you're out of the country and you just need to make sure you have your essentials or need access to your essentials. And considering I did just have my vacation out in Asia, I did my Asia tour, and without these apps, I probably would be still in Asia somewhere just lost under a rock, right? So let me go ahead and just show you guys what I use to help me make my time and make my life a lot easier. So first thing we have right here is HOLAFLY. Ignore all these other apps. I just got several right here at the bottom. We got the HOLAFLY, we got the Cheapo Air, we got the KLOOK, we got the Grab, and we got Uber and Dropbox. All right, and I'm gonna explain these one by one. So one thing you want to make sure you have is a form of communication. And without that, you can't contact anyone. You can't order anything as far as like a ride or food or whatever, or reach out to any friends, right? I came across HOLAFLY when I was preparing to get to Asia, take my trip to Asia. And I was trying to figure out, well, I need to be able to contact people. I got friends out there, right? So HOLAFLY, I came across HOLAFLY on TikTok. Now, TikTok is a gem for a lot of things, anything, information that you don't even know about yourself. All right, so HOLAFLY, I went to, you could just press the exact country you're visiting. You could just look for the destination for the exact country you're visiting. But in this case, we made it a lot more easier for ourselves because we was visiting several countries, right? We did Philippines, we did Japan, then we did Thailand. So really, let me see if I put it in and it just comes up. All we did was Asia. Hold on, there we go. Asia is right there. I'm gonna pull it up, and then boom, that costed I think $60 the time that we purchased it, for the duration of time that we needed it for. Actually, I paid like a day extra, just in case. So it's, in reality, it's probably not even $60 total for my whole, I think 3 weeks, almost a month. And yeah, I mean, you could go down, look at the plans, 20 days. I think that's the plan I went with. Yeah, so pretty much 20 days. That's what I went with. So $61.90, and it did not fail me. Even in Taiwan for my layover, I had 2 layovers in Taiwan. It did not fail me at all. The service was extremely reliable. So if you're like going from country to country, this is probably your best bet. Go to HOLAFLY, search Asia, look at the drop down, and it's going to be right there. Press Asia and look at the durations and cost that coincides with the cost, and you'll be set right there. And then it's pretty simple to, install it on your, get the line activated on your phone. You just go into your settings, go to cellular, and then to my memory, because this has been a while now, you would do add eSIM. And I think in this case, when you actually purchase it, and it'll be a barcode that you can scan, and it pretty much just adds it itself. And then once you actually go on here, you see a secondary, you could just press turn on this line. After that, you'll be good. But you only want to really do that once you actually enter Asia territory. You don't want to do that out here. We didn't start it out here because we didn't want to waste any days or time that we had just purchased. So that's one way to do that. There's other ways, but this is the way I recommend, because especially if you're going to go to Asia and you have the time to get around, you don't want to just purchase for one country. That doesn't make sense. You might as well just purchase for the whole continent, right? Next thing on the list we have is Cheapo Air. So you know how to communicate. Now you need to know how to get out there. This is what I used. Cheapo Air. I used Cheapo Air to Philippines and it was real easy. And I used it going to and leaving Thailand as well. So I didn't use it going to from Philippines to Japan, but that's fine. Because my girlfriend, she got that together, whatever. But I used Cheapo Air, and it was extremely convenient. One day I was just at home. I was like, let me just go ahead and book these things, get this done. I really quickly went on my phone. It was under 5 minutes. I looked for a flight there. It was like, and when I say a flight there, we already had the flight booked to from America to Philippines. I mean, a really quick flight booked from Japan to Thailand. That was real convenient. That was my experience. It was real convenient. And it was maybe I don't know, a couple $100, I forget. But this app is so convenient, man. And then I haven't looked into the deals and all this extra stuff, you know. But you guys, I can't show you guys that. You got my middle name. But you can get a one way, you can get a round trip, you can get a multi-city. Obviously, just your standard stuff. You can search for flights. Boom. Let's see what's gonna come up. Then it does its loading, and it searches for cheap flights. It look at per airline. It's gonna give you a list of dates and airlines and times. Right? It's pretty standard. That's what make it even easier to use. So this might take forever just to load up, so there's no need. But as you guys can see, this could be an essential app for your purpose of traveling and wanting to just explore another country. Look like it's not. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna just close that. And then next is KLOOK. Now we know how to communicate, get our form of communication going. We know how to get there by plane now, right? Now KLOOK. Now, when you get there, what do you do? What to do, right? KLOOK is your go-to app for a lot of things, right? This has your transportation. It has your events. This has your eSIM, right? So it's a multifunctional app, multi-purpose app. And so I think even you can probably use eSIM services on here too. And some things it's a package deal, right? For example, when we went to Japan from Philippines, we had to purchase the Cashapp Skyliner. And with the Cashapp Skyliner, they gave us 1 free gigabyte of eSIM for Japan. We didn't use it. We didn't need it because we already had the eSIM for Asia on HOLAFLY, right? But that's pretty generous, right? I think it's a really good app. We used a couple of tours already on it. I did a market tour. I did a floating market tour in Bangkok on it. And like I said, we was able to get the Sky Train, and we got the free eSIM that came with that. Skyliner, I'm sorry. And so it's a very convenient app. It's deals all over the place. I haven't explored all of it, but if you want something to do, if you want some activity or look for what's going on in the area, especially if it's like around like a festival or a holiday, or I mean, even if it's just your leisure, your casual day, you wake up on vacation, you want something to do, this is probably your best bet. This should be your go-to. That's what I would say. So KLOOK app is very clutch. Go ahead and check that out. Next is your Grab app. Now, when you touch down and you got your plans going, you need to get to where you're going to go, right? Grab is really clutch because it's another multifunctional. It's like the Uber of Asia, and I'm sure it's used I believe in South America as well. So you can order food. You can, I guess, Mart. I never used this Mart function, but you can order food. It's like Uber Eats, right? What I used it for was just simply transportation. And it was extremely convenient for that. And each country and city that you go to, you're going to find out what's the best form of transportation that works personally for you. In my case, I ordered a lot of motorbikes. I had never ordered motorbikes before. And I had one horrible experience as a kid of being on a motorbike behind a friend, and he was just zooming off, and I told myself, I'm never doing that again. Now, in this case, I pretty much didn't have a choice because Thailand, especially in the Bangkok area, is so busy that it's like you kind of have to. Like, if you want to get around in a good time and timely manner, you pretty much need to get on a motorbike. So I conformed, I gave in, and it was one of the best experiences and decisions that I've made, just being over in another country or continent, because that was pretty much a fear of mine, right? I really enjoyed it, and I'm sure you guys see in my vlogs, it's a lot of me just recording while being on the bike. And it was really cheap. It was very cheap. A few times I found myself paying under $1 just to get driven about maybe a 12-minute to 14-minute ride, not even $1. So, and when I say cheap, I mean by the USD standard, on the conversion for USD. So, yeah, if you all want to find some transportation, I think this is probably your best bet, and it's very well known. It's similar to Uber, like I said. So download this app, have this within your lineup, or they do Uber out there. Okay, maybe not in Thailand, but in Japan, they for sure do Uber. And we used the Uber a couple of times, especially after a long day of walking and, you know, just an exhausting day. Uber came in clutch. Maybe a 12-minute ride. It was probably about $11, right? And you're willing to spend that, especially if you had a long day of walking. And in Japan, if you're not walking, you're not exploring Japan. Then lastly, I would say your Dropbox. And I say Dropbox because you're going to have a lot of, if you're like me, whether you like to vlog for YouTube or if you just want to get a lot of content just for personal reasons, you're going to need space, and it's so easy to run out of space on our cellular devices that you need something more external with more capacity. So in this case, I got Dropbox. I've had it for years and it's been extremely reliable. I got a lot of things on it. I don't even know how much space I have left, but it does what I need it to do. Anytime I need to put something on it, it's more than enough space. And I don't even really go through it and delete anything, to be honest. It might not be necessary for you, for your purposes, but for me, for going out of the country and getting as much content as I can, or taking as many videos or pictures as I can, this was a very clutch app because it allowed me to record it on my iPhone, whatever the moment or circumstances were, or if I just felt like recording. And I'm like, okay, I need to save this. This is good. I'm going to save this. Before the next day comes, I'll load everything onto my Dropbox app. I'll put it in a specified folder for that country or that day. And I'll delete it off of the memory of my phone. And then so when the next day comes around, I have a fresh slate. I have a clean slate, and new pictures and videos are coming. I'm just going to keep doing that going into the next day, right? So it's very clutch. But pretty much that is my rundown of the most essential apps. Obviously, you know, if you got some credit cards, you might want to use those travel points, save up those travel points for that year. And when you're ready to take vacation, that's how I did it. I didn't even pay for my hotel out of pocket. And my Chase travel points covered all of that, and I still got some left over. So you might want to have your credit card app, right? My American Express got some points, and I don't have to spend money off of that, and depending on what it is, right? So make sure you have your credit card apps, but then also be sure to call your credit card companies and alert them that, hey, I'm leaving the country. I need to make sure that my card is still going to be accessible for when I'm outside of the country. And, you know, and they already know. Just give them the dates, the locations, and times, and you guys will be good. So that is my experience. Word of advice, especially if you have iPhone, you'll just be mainly running on data. If you pay for eSIM, you just mainly will have data. And so that'll only limit you to iMessage usage. If you're trying to send direct messages, you'll just have iMessage to your disposal, but that's fine. A lot of people have iPhones, and if who you need to contact doesn't, maybe you can use a Facebook Messenger or some other social media app that can bridge that line of communication for you. And a lot of people, in my research, I didn't hear about that. You can't make phone calls, and that's another thing. I never figured that part out, but I'm sure there's a lot of people who've explored a lot more than me that they are able to make those phone calls and do what they need to do to get to that, right? So, but I just wanted you guys to know that, hey, just don't expect to instantly pull out your phone and call your cousin Joaquin over to pick you up from the airport, and then you get up there and it's just no, you can't do anything, you know, with that. So don't be too surprised. But I hope that helped you guys out. And hey, if you like it, just stick around. There's some more vlogging coming and more traveling coming. If you guys want to see me going to any other countries or maybe travel even domestically, let me know. I have plans even sooner than later to do some more traveling for you, for the channel and for myself, just for some, you know, good time for myself. So just let me know where you guys would like me to go, and I'll do my best to make that happen. Thank you for watching, guys. Here's the rest of the vlog.
Lastly, guys, I almost forgot to mention, we have one more app, the Suica app. This app is the go-to app that you're going to want, especially if you're going to Japan. It's only usable in Japan. So this is what you're going to use when you're traveling and using their public transportation system, using their trains. This is what you're going to need. For your first couple of days, you might be good with just loading up 1,000 yen, maybe your first 2-3 days. But if you continue to travel even further, you're gonna have to top up. That's what that top up is referring to. Pretty much reload or refill. Yeah, this is a necessary one. And don't get confused with Suica app. Suica is the green carded looking app. In our case, especially as foreigners, you're going to want to use the Welcome Suica app. All right, so I just wanted to let you guys know that for sure. This is what it looks like right here, this reddish, whitish app. Really useful. You're going to be using it all the time, so just make sure you download it.